ahead and start. Need to do a couple things before we actually head back over to main story quest. Adventure, one of my favorite kinds of people. I find your unquenchable thirst for exploration neatly complements the burning hunger for singularity that marks our dedicated members. Welcome to the Alchemist Guild. Though I hesitate to define alchemy in such narrow terms, our main field of expertise is a concoction of various potions and elixirs. There are salves that treat all manners of afflictions, not to mention miraculous libations that enhance the imbiber beyond his natural physical limits. As an adventurer, I'm sure you can appreciate the anonymity, practical applications of our work. What say you, sir? Can you take mortar and pestle and join our ranks? Yes. Wonderful. Now then, allow me to give you a brief history of the guild before we tackle the official paperwork. Though alchemists are presently known as the quintessential brewers of potion, the profession itself rose from the desire to achieve an as yet unrealized ambition. The original driving purpose behind our art was, and perhaps still is, the discovery of a process that can transform base metals into gold or silver. The mysterious medium through necessary to effect the transformation is the Philosopher's Stone, which is itself believed to be a Panacean property and capable of bestowing eternal life. The process yet eludes us. Years of endless examination towards this golden goal had the initially unintentional consequence of unearthing a wealth of knowledge in the field of alchemic medicine. Gratefully, alchemy's potential to enrich the lives of the masses was first met with a wave of distrust, as is our ability to create helpful compounds was akin to dabbling in dark alley witchcraft. The profession eventually gained credibility in Ulda, though its integration into traditional medicine by Fondale's Frontistery, an institution known for producing respected physicians. Once the city's shift in perception became known, budding alchemists wishing to study it without fear of persecution journeyed to Ulda from every corner of the realm. It was not long before the gathering of inquisitive minds banded together to form the Alchemist Guild. Thus, while our organization is intensely focused on perfecting and sharing the fruits of our research, it is also of paramount importance that we uphold the reputation of alchemy itself as a legitimate discipline. If you would travel in secret of our arts, if you would revel in the secrets of arts, then you would be prepared to show the responsibility I've described. Take a moment to dwell on these words before you truly enter the world of alchemy. Okay, so we have to do this because I actually got to 50 with Leatherworker. I still have to do that quest, but I have a feeling it's going to be kind of expensive. But we can start working on our next crafting. Have you arrived at a decision? Are you ready to excel in the arts of alchemy and commit to the responsibilities that enrolled entails? Yes. Excellent. Then allow me to direct you to our guildmaster. Gaining his approval is the last test you must pass before becoming a full member of the guild. You will find Guildmaster Saravan tending to his experiments at his personal workbench. I must warn you, he is a rather intense individual. Pray choose your words with care. Okay, so we're going to do this real quick. What is it this time? You must be the merchant lackey. Come to bring me my imp wings. Let's have them then. Not a lackey? Inspiring alchemist, did you say? Speak up and pray that I hear you, a what? Wait? Okay. Did that babbling fool Dietrich send you to me? I specifically requested I be not disturbed for nothing less than the coming of the second calamity. Do I appear as a kindly mentor to you? My research demands my absolute undivided attention. Now be gone before I'm forced to... Wait... Perhaps I can... Yes, you may be the very assistant I require. I've had a change of heart. Congratulations. I approve your application to the guild. It is with great pleasure that I welcome a fellow seeker of knowledge into the fold. We can dispense with the immediate initiation ceremony, yes? Here is your first alembic. Try not to drop it, for there is much work to be done. Yes, much work. Okay, so we'll go ahead and equip that real quick. Put some clothes on so we're not naked, and I see you managed to take hold of the alembic without injuring yourself. An auspicious beginning. Let's see if you can continue the trend of unexpected success. For your first lesson, I want you to use your weathered elbic there and make me a bottle of distilled water. Distilled water is simply the end result of purifying a mercury sample of life's most vital element. As such, it provides a perfect introduction to one of the alchemy's most fundamental processes, taking a material and refining it into a purer form. To perform this rudimentary exercise, you shall require a pail of muddy water and a water shard. The impure water can be purchased from a supplier standing near the entrance of the guild. The name momentarily escapes me. Yes, that was it. As it happens, you'll find the most basic task beyond your abilities, and mayhap alchemy is not the discipline for you, which would be quite upsetting, as I detest the thought of having to select a new assistant. Try not to disappoint me. Okay, so this is pretty easy because we can just buy what we need. Go ahead and move this over here. Move this off our hotbar. There we go. And so I think we just need to get the muddy water, right? Okay, easy enough. Great. And that already got us a couple levels. Your task is to provide me with one bottle of distilled water. Come. We're wasting time. We're just a pail of muddy water from... Okay, yep, did that. Here you go. Have fun. Magnificent. Your transformation into an alchemist has begun. You understand the liquid treasure you have made? Yes, it is still simply water, but now processed of almost limitless potential. In a properly distilled state, water provides the base ingredient for all matters of wondrous concoctions. On the other hand, a potion crafted with impure water is not only unlikely to have the desired effect, it may very well poison the imbiber? Look well upon the substance you have refined. See how well crystal clear it has become. Not the most flavorful of libations, but still refreshing to pour over one's head on a stifling summer afternoon. Tell me, how do you feel in the instant of its purification? Such a fine result must have sent thrills of excited satisfaction down your spine. Yes, I know well that sensation. To glean a pristine drop from filthy swill is a miracle born of mortal artifice. Nothing can compare to the rush of triumph in the moment when physical law bends to one's will. Nothing. The greater your mastery of alchemy, the more ecstatic that feeling becomes. Go, fill your chambers with bottles of distilled water and revel in each success. I return now to my experiments. When next you disturb me, I shall expect your skills to be worthy of the Guildmaster's chosen assistant. Okay, so come back at level 5. Easy enough. So now that we got that started, I can start leveling that up using the Beast Tribe quest. Let's go and actually finish those up. Clients, thought you'd never come. We got a crisis on our hands here, and I ain't just talking about this oversized bilge rat's aversion to anything resembling honest work. I tell you, after all you and I did to end Zogar's reign of terror, you'd think he'd make the slightest effort to raise his order from an ass end of Cobalt society, wouldn't you? Well, you'd be wrong. But that's neither here nor there. The reason I wanted you goes beyond this lot of loungers. There's a catastrophe facing all of Cobalt kind, I tell you. These days, it's out of the bomb's nest into the cauldron. What sort of crisis, you ask? Scores of kobolds from the mine just up and disappeared. 1 month they're there, and the next they're gone. Who or what could possibly be responsible for this? A serial Beastman kidnapper. The rumors from the Shroud and Lost Sea haven't escaped me ears. Beastmen spirited away from their homes. One question remains. Why? From the sounds of it, you've already done some investigating of your own. I'll see what I can get out of Giku and the rest of these laggards. Let's say you surveyed the scene of the crime. Word is it that an inspection team from the 175th was ambushed right from the heart of Cobalt Dig. 175th is friendlier lot. Remember BB, no doubt? I reckon they won't be sting you with information. I swear I'm losing my ability to read. BB, where did he take BB? Where? Okay. Where's another person we gotta talk to? Here you go. Have some more greens. It stings, burns, sears, stings. I set my strongest bombs against them, but they could do nothing. No, nothing. Saw it all. Yes, I did. He grabbed BB with one arm and pressed steel against her neck. It was too much to watch, too distressing, too painful, too much. I was too scared, yes, too cowardly to come out of hiding. But the Overdweller girl, yes, the girl with green hair. She chased him, followed him, pursued him, chased him to the south. Oh, there you are. Curses. He's too... Don't touch me. I can stand on my own. My deductions were flawless. I knew the kobolds were next. I waited to strike, and yet I could do nothing. Nahaza's jab, the ebon claw. I should have known I'd be no match for that monster. My strength wanes. At this rate, I must go. Who is this Overdweller girl? What is she doing here? And where did Giku go to nap in peace? Quiet, silence, peace. How in the bloody hell should I know? Now quit your blathering. The poor lass is wounded. Worry not for me. Please. You must stop him. Nahaza's job. The ebon claw. Sword to the underworld. And yet he is but a blade for hire. Another pulls the strings. Enough, lass. Save your strength. He must be stopped. Ixal, Amalja, no beastman is safe. Is she dead? Expired? Perished? Dead? Oh, no, this cannot be. Bring me my pickaxe. Giku will give Overdweller girl a proper burial. Fool, she's not dead, but you will be if you don't stop your bloody whining. The girl still lives, but she needs a healer and a clean bed, neither of which we shall find here. I'll see her to Camp Overlook. Does the Overdweller imply that we are unclean? Giku take umbrage at this remark. Offense, insult, umbrage. My Giku took bath just last year. Yes, he did. Worry not for the girl. She'll be safe at Camp Overlook. Our priority now should be rescuing BB from her kidnapper. My beloved BB was kidnapped. Why? Yes. Why do you not tell me sooner? What is the ransom? Giku has 2 chunks of ore and a handful of sulfur. Somehow I don't think that'll be enough. Besides, I have a feeling it ain't just riches the man is after. It would seem poor BB's life is at stake. Again, we need to move quickly, Lions. I need you to share with me anything and everything we know of the man. We'll get to the bottom of this together. If we're to have any hope of saving poor BB, we have to move quickly. Let's put our minds together, Lions. What can we deduce from the kidnapper's means of escape? We found poor Sylphie collapsed in front of a sheer cliff face. No way out save that which you came. 'Twas there that the scoundrel's footprints led you, and it was there where they ended. There's only one direction our man could fled, and that's up, which leads to our next question. Just how? I've got my theory, but what about you? He's a Rokedin? By airship. Aye, it's the most logical conclusion. Access to an airship would have afforded our man a quick and easy escape route. If any suspicious vessels took off from Kobold's Dig, I can promise you it wouldn't have escaped the eye of Commander Beodin to Camp Overlook, Lions, quickly. While you're there, might you pay a visit to the last Sylphie as well. Though I am I to disturb her rest, I reckon she too might have some knowledge to share. Well, who could the tides brought in? Let me guess. Skateswa's got you running her errands, has she? I figured as much. She's never been one to pay much mind to the conveniences of others. But not long ago, she came rushing in here with a poor lass who looked like she was on her last legs. Does this look like an infirmary? I buried enough bed for my own wounded. She's lucky we had an empty tent. She's been resting in there ever since. So one of my men to bring her some food earlier, but she's been refusing all visitors. A shy one, I reckon. But she's not going to heal if she doesn't eat. And we can't keep her here forever. A suspicious airship. Come to think of it, one of my lookouts did say something about an unidentified vessel taking to the skies. It didn't appear to be a threat, so we elected not to pursue. It flew off to the east, over the Straits of Marthor, toward Eldendard? For it is the final destination. Your guess is as good as mine. Sophie speaks within the tent, her voice faint. Please, no one must enter. No one. Lions, is that you? Do not worry, my wounds already heal. Forgive me, when first we met, I dismissed your aid. I was a fool. Where I am weak, you are strong, but there is more than strength. Your heart is full of acceptance and understanding. It is that have won the trust of Beastmen the realm over. Yes, there could be no doubt. You are the champion we seek, the champion we need. We are no match for Ebenclaw, but you are. You must put an end to this plot before everything is lost. He will strike at the Ixal next, I'm certain of it. You must hurry. Hurry to Ikatal. I fucking can't pronounce any of this shit. And lend Chief Totolok your aid. I know you've no reason to trust me. That I have not even told you who I am. I'm sorry, Lions. There are some secrets a girl must keep, but I promise you one thing. I am a friend. I shall share you the truth with you before long, I promise. For now, I beg you, please trust me. Help me. Okay, so now we go to the North Shroud. This one shouldn't be too much longer. Who is this? Says who wonders. And then Sisu sees, return to us, Lion does. Is joy does, says Squawk. Squawk. Now there's a sight for sore eyes and tired hands. What brings you back to the humbler environs of Ethkal? Fuck this game. Fuck this game and all their names. Keen to get back to the forge, are you? As you know, an engineer's work is never done. Even though the Desu Qulan is yet breaking her own records, I'd wager my latest propulsion design will send her higher still. Squawk. Sezu, squawk, squawk, squawk! Too squawky your squawkings are. Settle down you must. What ruffles your feathers so? Tell Sezu you must. Attacked we were, at our logging grounds. Airship struck. By featherless nuker. It was helmed. Nuker, squawk. An attack? We've done nothing to incur such aggression. Bravely we fought. To distant skies Feather One's ship fled. Black smoke and flames it spewed. Squawk in joy and triumph we did. Sneaking around our logging grounds, Featherless Nucker was. Peeping and prying and peeping. Drive him back we did, Squawk. A raid on Ixoli logging grounds. Under normal circumstances, I would suspect the God Squid were responsible. But I've not known them to come by Sky. If not the Garlands, then who? It must be the man I'm after. Did I hear you right, Lions? You're in pursuit of a dangerous criminal who has been traveling the realm abducting Beastmen wherever he goes. Abductions, you say? Squawk. By featherless nuker, proud Ixoli wings bound? Paid for this dishonor he will, Squawk. Our first step is to find the kidnapper, a process in which my expertise shall serve us well. The rogue airship was damaged in battle, yes? If you recover even the smallest fragment from the vessel, Lions, I'm quite confident I could use it to track our foe. Squawk. Not far from Hurstmill, battle was fought. Any Nurker droppings there you will find. Pluck Nurker hair feathers one by one we will. Alright, easy enough. What news, Lions? Were you able to find aught of the assailant's vessel? Well, hello. What do we have here? A piece of airship outer hull, is it? Let me take a closer look. Most uncommon markings, but I swear I've seen him somewhere. But of course, this is Garland Ironworks Model 1569. 2 fine vessels, though most will go their lives without seeing one. Only a few were ever manufactured. Who needs to act so impressed, Lions? When our father is chairman of Highwind Skyways, you have to go well out of your way not to pick out a few tidbits of air. 1 second. You need Beast. Okay, I already read that. I will put in an inquiry with Advisor Coulson. A quick pursuit of the record should serve to identify the rogue vessel's current owner. Lines, it is but a matter of time before the curtain is cast open and the mastermind behind these crimes is revealed for the scoundrel he is. But this kidnapper you pursue pilots his own personal airship in Garland Ironworks 1569-2. That is fascinating, but more than just a bit frightening. It hardly needs to be said that such a vessel would be beyond the purchasing power of all but the wealthiest Eorzeans. Your query, or whoever it is paying for his services, is likely nigh limitless riches at his disposal. But have faith, Lions. Some of those capable men in the employ of the Highwind Skyways are tracking the rogue vessels we speak. Whereas behind these abductions, his identity will not remain secret much longer. I've arranged for Advisor Coulson to meet you at the airship landing in Ul'dah. Whatever knowledge my colleagues have gleaned in the meantime, it will be yours. Your foe is backed by the power of coin, and you have something much stronger on your side, the power of justice. Safe travels, and may you serve the Beastman napping scoundrel his due. What are you still doing here? You shouldn't be here. If they find you, they'll arrest you like they did the others. Look, I didn't see you alright. If you know what's good for you, you put 100 miles between yourself and Ul'dah. But the crystal braves are done at this point. Whatever. Airship landing. Ah, 'tis a pleasure to see you, lad. Master Tataramu told me you would be coming. I'm pleased to inform you that we were able to retrieve the records requested by the young masters with a minimum of trouble. I've taken the liberty of compiling the relevant findings. Yes, the Garland Ironworks model 1569-2, according to records, only 4 were ever produced. A shame, really. It was a marvel of an airship design. Unfortunately, unrelenting attacks from the Garlean forces that year made for less than ideal manufacturing conditions. But I digress. At the time, 2 of the vessels were purchased by this lieutenant, where the other 2 entered Highwind Skyway's own fleet. Of our 2 vessels, one remains in operation to this day, but the other, that's where the records take an odd turn. The records claim that it was decommissioned after suffering extensive damage, then sold off to a trading company known as the Laughing Alchemists. As the ship was heavily damaged, it was sold on the condition that it would be stripped for parts. Yet this was but a verbal agreement. We have no proof that the Laughing Alchemists carried out their end of the bargain. Service with a smile and prices so low the traders will be laughing their heads off. Seek out the Laughing Alchemists for a ridiculously good deal. Such are their words. I cannot be certain, but there is something about this transaction that does not sit well with me. The fugitives have been sighted in the vicinity of the Emerald Avenue. Bloody hell, seal the gates and block off the entrances to the hustling strip. I don't want to see either of your ugly faces till the beast is in chains. Sir, yes sir. What's this? A fugitive in the streets. You there. We've seen reports that a beastman has breached the city gates and prowls the streets thirsting for blood. All civilians are encouraged to seek shelter indoors until we bring the fugitive to justice. Venture outside at your own peril. A beastman rampaging unchecked within city walls. 'Tis a frightful prospect indeed. In any event, I have shared all I have to share, and should be returning to my duties. Pray give the young master my regards, and tell him that I would be most interested in having a look at the new airship of yours. Okay, so now we gotta go... I believe that's going to be in... Oh yeah, I went to the wrong place. That's fine. Okay, so it's somewhere around here. Excuse me? Oh, there you are. Have I been found at last? It gives you no pleasure to crush the life from your bones, but you leave me no choice. Say farewell to your loved ones, slavering cur, for the next breath shall be your... Do my eyes see true? Yes, they do, honored ally. I'm beside myself with the joy of this fated reunion. Do not look so perplexed. It is I, your brother and comrade at arms, Yadav Ga. I can see the doubt in your eyes. You wonder what brings me so far from the Ring of Ash. I can assure you that I meant no harm to your kind, this I swear. Far from it. No, it is my own brothers that are in danger. Mere hatchlings, stolen by us by a faceless one. Sniveling cur too cowardly to meet us in the field of battle. I pursue him here to Ul'dah, but that was my mistake. No sooner did I arrive did they call me a fugitive, criminal, or worse. They claim I visit violence on innocents, when in truth I would not harm a flea. But they would not listen to reason, and I have no means of escape. Gah, I have no recourse but to become the murderer that they would have me be. No, you must not say such things. Who are you to tell me so? It seems you've been busy since we last met, Lions. Do not worry for me, my wounds have been healed. I cannot tell you who I am, only that I am a friend. We have no desire to harm innocents, this I know. You must follow me. I know a way out of the city walls. Though we just met, I sense honesty and courage in your words. I will follow you. Do not lead me astray. The fates have reunited us for a reason, honored ally. There can be no doubt of it. The war leader awaits you at the Ring of Ash. Pray honor us with your presence again. Okay, and so now we gotta go to Little Alamigo. Honored ally, the fates smile on us today. You returned to the Ring of Ash from afar, and we are stronger for your presence. I heard from Yadav Ka how you and your friends saved his life in Ul'dah. I fear that the fault in sending him to such unwelcoming irreverence was my own. The Brotherhood is in your debt once more. Where the threat of our mortal foe, the Flame Fangs, was quenched by your hand, Zanrak regained a measure of peace, yet I fear that these halcyon days were short-lived. Not long ago, an uninvited guest came to the Ring of Ash from the skies, bearing a fearsome blade and ill intentions. Fighting with a fury that belied his slight flame, he quickly subdued the strongest of our kin, absconded with a bevy of hatchlings. The shame, the dishonor, how the proud Amalj have fallen so far that they be allowed their young to be stolen from like a sack of potatoes. My kin are shocked and shamed by this loss. We are still Amalja. Unlike Ifrit's idle slaves, we have not forgotten how to fight for ourselves. The Brotherhood of Ash are warriors, and warriors do not abandon their sons. Yadav Ka tells me that you too pursue the same man. Join us in the battle once more, honored ally, that the craven whelp will answer for his dishonorable acts and feel the rage of 1,000 fists crushing his bones into dust. We of the Brotherhood devote our lives to the pursuit of true martial perfection, as well you know. It is enough for a single Amalja to achieve the limits of his strength. No, the martial prowess we achieve is passed down from father to son, and father to son. So does our strength grow through generations, that those following reaching heights of puissance their forefathers never knew. The sniveling cur would break this chain, does us the ultimate dishonor. He will answer for the abduction of our young, and he will answer in blood. Honored ally, you and Yadav Ka must go forth and find this wretch. Go forth in courage, and know that when the time comes, your war leader will fight by your side, and our strength will be as one, a towering fist of rage to crush the life from our foe. Honored ally, I am in your debt. The Ul'dah's hatred for our kind runs even deeper than I imagined. Had the brass blades found me before you and your friend did, I fear I would have been forced to do terrible things. We have spoken with the war leader. Every moment the hatchlings remain in their abductor's clutches, our dishonor grows. We must take the fight to him, and do so with speed. And we do not know where he has fled. But perhaps your enigmatic friend does, for she has left you a message. She would speak with you in Ul'dah, where I fear your kind are not welcome. Will you go and hear her tale, yes? And hear that you are one of us, lions. Running off with us so much as a word. Is that how you treat a friend and ally? Your ancestors would turn in their graves. I overheard your talk with the war leader. You pursue a foe for the likes of which we have never seen, a man who embodies the essence of material perfection for which we strive. Only a fool would pursue him alone. On my honor as a warrior of the Brotherhood of Ash, I, Lunga, will face him with you. What is this madness, Lunga? The fiercest of our kin were bested easily by this man. If he reaches the peak of material perfection, you've only begun your journey up the mountain. And how will I ever reach my potential save by trying my skills against a worthy foe? Besides, the lion travels to Ul'dah, does he not? You said it yourself. You would not be welcome there. But I, Amalja within, but Makote without, can move freely amongst its people. I will hear no further challenges. Let us be off, lions. This foray into the heart of civilization puts me ill at ease, but no matter. The battle that awaits us stirs the passion deep within my soul. Lunga's passion I will not deny, but her wisdom is often lacking. The war leader would not be pleased to hear of her true intentions. I shall devise a suitable justification for her absence. Still, when that one has steeled her will, few, if any, in the Brotherhood could stop her. See that she does not come to harm, honored ally. Your friend awaits you at the gate of Null. You come and you bring a strong ally. This is inspiriting indeed. The Sils, the Shahagan, the Kobold, the Ixal, and now the Amalja. Our best efforts could not thwart the tragedy that strikes at each of Eorzea's beast tribes. Yet all is not lost. For each heinous act, the shadow that conceals our villain is lifted. Neza Jab, the Ebon Claw, the Laughing Alchemist, the mastermind behind this dark plot will elude us no longer. But first, Lions, there is something I must tell you. Someone you must meet. When you're ready, come to the gate Athal. Okay. Lions, doubtless you wonder what this place is, who I am. Finally, the time has come that I may tell you. Allow me to welcome you to the head office of Ashcrown Consortium, Eorzea's greatest purveyor of all things crystal. I have the pleasure of being Sangha Mishanga, chairman and president of our said consortium, and I have the honor of making your acquaintance. It's rare that I am so blessed to meet a like-minded soul. Our dear Selphie has told us all about your efforts to build trust and goodwill between Eorzea and the 5 beast tribes, an admirable aim and one I share. The Beastmen may be fearsome of appearance and eccentric in character, but they're truly so different from you and I. This is why I founded this consortium, and purchasing crystals from an admirable tribes in return for vital resources they require. I aim to aid them in becoming self-sufficient. In this way, I hope to foster a lasting friendship between our peoples. It does not hurt that this arrangement has proven quite profitable as well. If I perform these acts simply out of goodness of my heart, I'd like to see my olden citizenship revoked. All jesting aside, it goes without saying that few in the Sultanate share my fondness for Beastmen, so I keep up appearances as a common trader that I would ask you keep all that I've told you in the closest of confidence. Forgive me for having kept you in the dark, Lions. As a humble assistant to Master Shanga, I feel it is my place to speak of the consortium's true aims. A bit too humble, I say. Though Miss Selphie joined our ranks only recently, she has shown a remarkable commitment to the ideals we espouse. I consider her amongst the consortium's most valuable members. She has proven particularly capable in the investigation of the Beastmen's abductions. If you would know the truth, these crimes are nothing new. The consortium has been investigating similar reports from the beast tribes for some time, but to no avail. But over time, they grew more frequent, more bold. I will never forgive them. Never. Lions, was it? You are a rare man, one that Sylph, Kobold, Shahagan, Amalja, and Ixal alike will look in the eye and call friend. Far and wide has the Ashcrown Consortium searched, and I believe we have found our champion. Join us, friend, that we might bring this menace who would prey upon innocent beastmen to justice. Without you, our cause is lost. We are lost. You will join us, won't you, Lions? I thank you. Not long ago, a messenger arrived on behalf of Momodi at the quicksand. It would seem she would speak with you with an important matter. I don't understand all that it was spoken, but it matters little. What matters is that we are one step closer to exacting vengeance on our hated foe. Okay, so we gotta go to Momodi now. I swear, not too much more. And then we can, we'll wrap up this quest, and then we will go, I think I should probably do the leatherworking one, just kind of complete that quest line, and then I'll go out to, I think we were, where were we? I think we had to go meet the Nath because we have to deal with them before the dragons will let us pass. Sounds about right. There you are, Lions. These three have been asking all over for you. It hardens me to see you well, Lions. I was afraid the kidnapper had stowed you away on an airship somewhere. Lieutenant Skiwas of the Maelstrom reporting for duty. I meant to bring Gigu along, but he gave me some excuse about having lost his walking shoes. A pleasure to see you again, good sir. Thinking that my academic expertise might avail you in search of your kidnapper, I decided to make a trip to Ul'dah. Elder Phrixio and the others danced wildly when I told them I might not return to Little Solstice. I fear the overwhelming sorrow and loss of my departure has driven the poor things to madness, and yet I knew it was my calling to join you. These three will join us in battle, Adventure. Such allies are welcome indeed, though we might do without the skinny fellow with the spectacles. Since we last met, I did my own research into the Laughing Alchemist of whom Advisor Coulson spoke. Sadly, reliable information in his organization not so easily come by. What would they stand to gain from a mass abduction of the realm's Beastmen? Their motives are a mystery wrapped in an enigma. As are the current whereabouts of the hired blade. I get the feeling that whatever they're plotting, we got precious little time to put a stop to it. Yes, it is clear that time is of the essence. In my estimation, the best course of action would be for us to split up and pursue different angles that might afford us further clues. Would you all be in agreement? I will pay a visit to the airship landing. By speaking to the deckhands and examining the records, perhaps I can ascertain the destination of the Laughing Alchemist's vessel. I heard of my superiors of Beastmen abductions reported last year. No one thought much of them at the time, but in light of recent events, I reckon they warrant closer investigation. I have a friend or two in the Alchemist Guild. Perhaps they'd be able to shed a light on the Laughing Alchemist and their shady dealings. I shall pursue this man they call the Ebb and Claw. He is hiding right under my nose. I can smell it and feel it in my bones. Excellent, my friends. Whatever information we come upon, we will share it with Lions here. Let's get to work. Our Beastmen friends are counting on us. Okay, so... Oh my goodness, I am going to be going all over the place. Alright. I think the first thing we should probably do is head over to the airship landing. Since it's kind of like right here. Couldn't have come at a better time. I was just pursuing the arrival and departure records, and sure enough, a series of entries quickly caught my eye. To wit, numerous requests for emergency landing clearance for a vessel registered to one Mimi Riga, chairman of the Laughing Alchemists. These entities are growing more frequent over the past 6 moons or so, corresponding precisely with the recent outbreaks of Beastmen abductions. Mimi Riga. I think I've heard the name before, but hearing things I'd rather forget. A man of great wealth, few can or are willing to say how he came to by his fortune. Some rumors say he deals in black market weapons. Some suggest far worse. In some circles, they even call him the Deathmonger. I think we could safely say he's the one man pulling the strings behind the Beastmen abductions. But 2 questions remain. To what end, and where will we find him? I don't know what the fuck that is, but okay, I guess that's another quest you can do at some point. Lines. To the twisted, tortured streets of the city, I have tracked a query, and at long last I found his lair. Within the garish chambers of this place, the platinum mirage, the craven cur slumbers, using his misgotten riches to shelter himself from our vengeance. I demand entrance so that I might meet with the fiend in single combat, but the fool child over there has the gall to refuse me entry. We cannot confirm your membership without looking upon your face, milady, and do come back when you have removed that ridiculous costume and have dressed a bit more formally. Costume? This battle mask is a symbol of my rebirth and resolve. It represents my transformation into the Amalja soldier, ever strong and proud. I could die before removing it from my face for so petty a reason. Besides, these are my only garments I own. Wall Lions, you're more familiar with civilized life than I. How might I best approach this? There you are, Lions. You'd be happy to hear that I was able to acquire the records of all reported cases of Beastmen disappearance over the past year. How, you ask? Let's just say the Skitswaz has more than a few friends, and not all of them are as worthless as Gigu and his sorry lot. And he wrote, here's that one case that caught my eye, dated 6 moons ago or thereabout. 100-odd sylph corpses unearthed in northern Danelin, cause of death unknown, and the bodies belong to olden citizens. You can bet your bottom gill this story would have graced the front pages of the Mithril Eye, but Beastmen? Doubtless they turned their hostile and were dispatched by some well-meaning adventurers. So was the reason at the time. But recent events put the incident in a brand whole new light. Sylphs and Danelin? Aye, there's more than the mite suspicious. As was the state of the bodies, not a single external wound. Poison, perhaps? I'm no agent of inquiry, but I'd wager there's more than a passing connection between this and the recent Beastmen abductions. I'll have to see what clues the others turn up and work from there. Okay, so last but not least, we have to go to the Alchemist Guild. Well, adventure, I was wondering when you might show up. Pursuing the pages of the guild ledger had all purchases made by the Laughing Alchemist. Quite an assortment of rare and curious ingredients, I must say. 80 hunks of rotten voidsent flesh, 20 bulbs of Narcissus plastosmus, 20 ponces of lost soul trails. As much as it may shock you, friend, the alchemist's arts fail somewhat outside of my otherwise extensive area of expertise. An alchemist acquaintance of mine, however, informed me that the sales of such items on the open market is strictly prohibited. As he told it, they have been known to be employed in the practice of certain forbidden arts, the precise nature of which he seemed unwilling to relate in detail. Forbidden arts. Elder Fixio forbade me from ever adorning myself in chocobo feathers again. By the gods. Have the Laughing Alchemists devised an elixir to turn beastmen into beast birds? If so, I dare say we have a crisis of colossal proportions in our hands. The others have finished their investigations. Wonderful. Come, friend, let us hurry back to the Ash Crown Consortium before all of Eorzea has trampled under feet of an army of crazed choco beasts. I believe it was over here. Yeah. Lions, the others have yet to return, but I fear our time grows short. They share with you their findings? See, all signs point to the Laughing Alchemists and their chairman, Master Mimi Riga, as the mastermind behind these terrible crimes. What's more, he's been involved in shady dealings with the Alchemist Guild, procuring various prohibited substances known to be used in forbidden arts. In a seeming unrelated event, the corpses of countless Sylphs were unearthed and dead on 6 moons past, dead most likely from poison, since the day Beastmen abductions have been reported with increasing regularity across the realm. I had hoped against hope that it wouldn't come to this, but the evidence is overwhelming. Yes, they call the man Deathmonger. It would seem he has decided to truly earn the name. Necromancy Alliance. The man has a mind to create raise an undead army, born from the souls of our Beastmen friends. We must find him at once and put a stop to this madness. You say this hired blade has taken up lodgings at the Platinum Mirage. Fortunately you, Master Shanga, is a member of the highest of standing. You should have no trouble securing entrance for us, which only leaves the matters of Lunga and the dress code. I know not if this will meet your friend's liking, but it should serve its purposes just the same. I shall be along in due time. As a jab will pay for your crimes against my loved ones. Lions, I have been keeping close watch on the entrance of the place. The craven cur has yet to show his face. I suspect he still cowers within the comforts of his chambers. Did you speak with Selphie? Was she able to secure his passage within? The battle calls me, adventure. I can contain my rage no longer. What are these flimsy rags? And why do you show them to me? Surely you jest, Lions. I am a warrior of the Amalja. I would sooner see the flesh rent from my bones than clothe myself in these soft, supple fabrics. I truly must wear them. Many moons have I lived, and yet never have I suffered such a dishonor. Were the lives of my brothers not at stake, I'd rend these rags in my hands and leave this dreadful place in an instant. Very well, adventure. I will wear these cowards' tatters, but you must swear on your life that none come back at home shall hear word of this madness. Oh, you look cute. Must you gape at me so? As if my shame did not cut deep enough already? This had best be, not be anything else. There is something else, isn't there? You cannot possibly mean my face. This battle mask was bestowed upon me by War Leader himself. It is a symbol of my passion and pride. It marks me as a brother of Ash. You may as well ask me to rip the very flesh from off my face. On this I shall not yield. The battle mask stays. God, the shame, the indignity. Forgive me, War Leader. It is for the lives of my brothers, for vengeance against our foe, and for the pursuit of martial perfection that I subject myself to this dishonor. You are a friend, but say one word of this and it will be your last. Now let us go. Our fated battle with the mortal foe awaits within. Never seen anything like this. It's a venerable palace. What the fuck? Don't look now. I do not recall summoning whores. Well, those customs are so crude. Silence, friend. You will pay for your crimes. Such strength. That's a job. We've undiscovered your master's dark plot. The Deathmonger would slay Beastmen in mass, raise an army of the dead, and you lend his strength to his heinous cause. Oh, that nonsense? Yes, now that you mention it, I do believe that was a silly little plot. If you come here to stop me... Nonsense. Silly. Is the mass murder of thousands of innocent Beastmen so humorous to you? I know your type too well. You see Beastmen as little more than feral savages. I do? Well, that is quite a surprise. I've always striven to maintain equal disdain for all beings weaker than myself. That'd be everyone, in case you haven't been paying attention. If Master Mimigriga would raise an army of zombie beastmen and conquer the realm, he can have it. I seek one thing and one thing alone. An equal. An equal? I have traveled the realm 100 times over and crossed blades with the greatest warriors Eorzea has ever known, and yet none, not a one, can match my powers. No, it is not for fame, nor for riches, nor for glory I fight. For once, just once, I would know the thrill, the passion of facing a worthy foe on the field of battle, to smell the sweet stench of impending death before emerging triumphant, as I've always done. You would see thousands of innocents die just to satisfy your depraved thirst for thrills? Is it anyone here should be called a beast, it is you. My poor misguided little girl, that is all but a blissful terminus of the lives of the weak. Come and I shall show you its sweet embrace. When my friends vanished 6 moons ago, I asked myself why. Why had this done to deserve? What did they do to deserve such a fate? With the help of lions and my friends, I began to put the pieces together. Beastmen, you, Mimigriga, would raise a legion of undead, a limited supply of deathless warriors that he could auction off to the highest bidder. Why, it's a veritable license to mint gil. But where would he find his dead? Exhuming the bodies of Eorzean would quickly extract unwanted attention, but Beastmen? Seen by so many to scourge of the realm. Yes, who would miss a Beastman or 2, or 200, or 2,000? Brava, brava, spoken like with such passion. If I didn't know better, I'd say you were a Beastman yourself. Aye, 'tis this one. You clawed one, killed this one's friends. This one will have revenge. Are my eyes to be believed? Answer me, Clawed One. Where is Master One? Where is one who'd find this one's friends? I could tell you, but I don't think Master Mimigriga would be too pleased. He is rather generous with this coin, you see. Whatever the Deathmonger is paying you, we'll double it. No, we'll triple it. Would you prefer your payment in gil, jewels, gemstones, perhaps? There's no mere idle bluff. I swear it on my name of my father, chairman of the High One Skyways. Perhaps you've heard of him. You speak madness. But this is my kind of madness. Perhaps I'd finally found worthy rivals after all. Master Mimi Regis set forth for the Invisible City. Doubtless the experiments have already begun. Good heavens, so the poor beastmen are being transformed into chocobos as we speak. We must stop them. That is all I will say. Your optimism is tempting, little man, but I have riches enough for it to last a lifetime. If you would face my blade, however, your presence is more than welcome. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get, and this one will be your last. Yes, yes, that's the spirit. I expect nothing less than a bloody feast for the soul and senses. Do not try to disappoint me now. I believe our business here is done. Let us leave this place. Forgive me, Alliance. This is the second time I have deceived you. I know this one is a sylph of Little Solstice. This one's true name is Silbrixio. The Walking One's Sylphie is a creation of this one's skin-changing magics. This one learned the ways and words of the Walking One. This one will walk among the Walking One and talk as Walking One does. These ones and Walking Ones might grow to understand each other. Others felt this one as this one did. Together, this one's left Little Solstice behind, seeing out cities of Walking Ones. But this one's journey was cut short. Walking Ones saw through these one's disguises. These ones were ambushed in Thanalin. Still slain in Thanalin. Good God, you were one of them. Yes, this one escaped, but others were not so fortunate. It was them that this one made a vow. This one bring lifeling ones to justice. This one assumed the form of Walking One Sylphie, came to this place and befriended kindly one Master Shanga. Master Shanga is a kindly one, but Master Shanga is still Walking One. This one was afraid to reveal this one's true face, so this one toiled in secret, pursuing Claude One at every turn. These acts of these vile men would throw a spanner in all our efforts in building trust in the Beastmen. Let us hurry to the Invisible City and put an end to the plot once and for all. The Invisible City, a desolate home to naught but the lost souls ages long past. Why would this Mimirija choose such a remote place to work his dark magics? Doubtless a ghost town on the outskirts of civilization is exactly what the Laughing Alchemist had in mind. Why, just think what would happen if something went awry with the experiment. An army of undead beast chocobos running amok in plain view of the populace? There would be panic. Yes, that sounds about right. Anyway, the time for us talking is through. It's time for action. We will inform the leaders of each of the respective beast tribe settlements lines and join you in the visible city shortly after. Yes, I've been instructed to give you this. As I told you, it's an explosive of Siflic make, enhanced somewhat by one of Balgo of the 789th, and further modified for optimal throwing by a 9. Think of it as a collaborative effort of all the Beastmen friends. I trust it will serve you well. Now go forth and put an end to Mimi Regia's mad plot. Okay, so now we have to go to the Invisible City, which is in Camp Dryboat. I believe this will be the last bit of this quest. Should be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Had to do a couple things, but let's go ahead and wrap this quest line up. I believe this is the last part of it, so... This one has been waiting for Brave One. Disguising will avail this little one here. This one will remain in this form and conserve strength for the battle ahead. Walking One who guard this place are some of the deadliest swords in the realm, hired by Laughing One at great cost. So not be an easy battle, not even for Brave One. Is Brave One ready to do battle? To battle! So ever heartened by Brave One's resolve. Quietly now, the Laughing One must be caught by surprise. How many times do you have to stir the pot? I'm not paying you by the hour, in case you've forgotten. Forgive me, Master Miriga. It shall not be long until the reagents are fully dissolved. Their preparations will be complete, in theory. What do you mean, in theory? I'm not paying you to theorize, I'm paying you to build me an army. So it will be not long now. An army of undead beastmen at my beck and call. Greatest military force of yours yet has ever known. Untold riches. No, even the very dominion of the realm is within my grasp. Who goes there? Bimarija. This one has come for this one's friends. Look who's here. If it isn't the little girl who's been floating about the realm, poking her nose into my business. Do you think you could fool me with your silly little disguises? It matters not. You and your friends are too late. The potion is all but complete, and there is nothing to stop me. Your laughably precious companions will die, and their souls will serve me for eternity. But do not mourn their fate, little girl, for you shall join them. Kill them all. But do try to be gentle about it. What the? Treacherous fiends, purveyors of villainy, the vengeance of heaven is slow but certain. You shall answer for your treachery this day. Who is this that dares oppose me? I am the flame that quenches the shadow, the fist that crushes villainy. I'm the war leader of the Brotherhood of Ash, Humjal, and my name shall be the last you utter from your dying screams. I'm Nav, the spear of the dark depths, Clutchfather first and warrior second. Sizu Totolok of Ekad 9, I am. How to count Ekad 9 know not, how to fight Ekad 9 know well. Forfeit your life is. This one is Frixio, elder of Little Solstice. Laughing One's crimes against little ones will not be forgiven. Pikmin of Gigu of the 789th is here. And Gigu has forgotten his line, slipped his mind, drew a blank, forgot. Now, what does this do again? Together we are the Beastmen Alliance. What the fuck? Gads, the sparks almost took my eye out of Gigu's, or took out Gigu's eye. Burned, blew up. Look out of eye, Gigu told Baga to go easy on the saltpeter. Laughing One's days of profiting of other one's misfortunes come to an end. Return captured ones and surrender at once. As if a band of bumbling beastmen could stop me. You fools seal your fate. And so the stage is set. Marvelous. Simply marvelous. You bested me once, but this time you shall not be so fortunate. Feel my spear, Shorewalker. What are you waiting for, you fool? Kill them. Kill them all. You forgotten how much I'm paying you? Keep your riches, Mibarita. I fight, but not for you. Yes, let hatred and fear consume you. Come at me. Let me taste the thrill of battle, and I will treat you to death's sweet embrace. This is the distraction this one needed. This one will go off and find the captured ones. Brave one must take Scalebomb and destroy the cauldron. Okay, they went down without too much of a fight. What have you done? Cauldron is made of solid mithril. Do you have any idea how much I paid for it? 5,600,870,000 gil. You've ruined me. Ruined me. Yes, so let your hatred fuel you. Let me taste the rage that burns within you. Thrill me, excite me, delight me. In return, I shall see your death is all the sweeter. Your overconfidence will be your downfall, Shorewalker. The battle drums pound, calling me to the fray. Lend me your strength, Elder. You sad fool. A magic shield. Now the time is. This you must take. And here is extra boost, a shove, a boost. Feeling. I grow weak. The world around me dark. Of course. Where do you think you're going? That's my airship, you fool. I shall remember this day, my friends. You've proven yourselves worthy rivals, but do not think that you have won. I shall return to have my revenge. What's this? He thought his bombs were all gone. Used up, depleted, gone. Oh well, here goes nothing. God damn. Get fucked. Laughing One's crimes have been reported to the highest authorities of the Ashwood Consortium. This one suggests Laughing One goes quietly. Laughing One's crimes are grave, and riches will not save Laughing One this time. Laughing One will have much time to reflect on one's misdeeds as one rots in jail. My army, my fortune, everything gone. Brave One. No, brave lines. This has no word to express depths of one's gratitude. Nemixio, Flexio, is everyone watching? Laughing Ones are no more. Finally, after so long, everyone can rest in peace. This one has been watching Sublixio. Yes, watching very closely. Elder One? Elder remembers this one. How could this one forget? This one remembers the day Sublixio left Little Solstice as if it were yesterday. This one's heart was heavy, yet deep down this one knew that if anyone could survive the harsh world outside the forest and build peace with walking ones, it was Sublixio, strong of will and pure of heart. Sublixio was alone for so long, but no longer. Others will welcome Sublixio back to Little Solstice as hero is all so kind. Elder One is too kind. This one is not strong. This one is... Say no more, Sublixio. Sublixio must save strength for the journey home. Brave One. Brave One is friend to not only these ones, but to the gill ones and winged ones and scaled ones and furry ones, too. It is Brave One that has brought all ones together. This one will always remember this day. This day, this one learned what can be accomplished when one of all shapes and sizes come together as one. This one is forever a Brave One's debt. This one should return to one last time to Ash Crown Consortium. Brave One will come too, yes? Okay, so let's go turn this in. Welcome back, Lions. I was Sylphie when we first met, and it is Sylphie that would express my gratitude to you now. When I left Little Solstice behind, I was a wide-eyed child, my mind and heart filled with wild fantasies. Your people and ours are not so different. We have our differences, but with time and open dialogue, yes, it is only a matter of time before we can all live in harmony. Then my friends were captured, murdered in cold blood by Marisia's lackeys. I was the meaningless hurt and hatred directed to Beastmen here in Ul'dah. I saw the depths of hatred I felt for your kind. I could not put them into words. But I met people like Master Shanga and you. I saw men and beastmen working together, fighting together for a greater good. Slowly but surely, it all comes back to me. It will not be easy, but perhaps my dream will still be achieved. Observing the battle at the Invisible City, I know now more than ever that is true. The bonds forged today will burn strong, a beacon of hope for all that would look beyond their differences to join their neighbor in the fight for a better tomorrow. I know not if our paths will cross again, but I know this. Yours is a better place for your presence. Farewell, Alliance, and thank you. Am I blind? Oh, no, there it is. Okay. I don't think I can see it because I think my hair covers it. Alright, one thing I want to check. It said that we got some new stuff over there. So, let's go to Little Alamigo real quick. Okay, so it looks like they got new minions, which at some point I might want to go and pick those up. But I'm really low on money at the moment, so take a quick look. I think I have that. Yeah, so it's like new music and new minions. So when I have the money for that, we'll grab that. We're gonna go to New Gridania real quick. I don't think I'll be actually able to finish this because resources might be a bit out of my price range, but at least start it up and see what's needed. Oh, and I still gotta do the monk quest. Okay. Oh, for the love of... Lions, you picked a fine time to show up, and for once I'm not being sarcastic. I'm quite a predicament here, and you just might be able to help. What sort of predicament, you ask? Only the sort in which I have several hundred deliveries to make before the next bell, despite having just 2 legs, you see. Withdrawing from the expedition has freed me to devote my efforts to fulfilling guild commissions. It's all well and good. The problem is that I now have more clients than ever, and none would take kindly being kept waiting. For every moment we waste chatting, we lose losing a valued customer. Make yourself useful and take these chokers to the clients waiting at Whistling Miller on the double. Oh, okay. I don't have to make anything. From the guild, yes? Have you come to deliver my choker? Ah, true guild quality as ever. Yes, all the time and effort put into this piece is painfully evident in the overwrought nature of its design. We've only just met, but you strike me as a smart young fellow. It's my offer. Let's say you bid farewell to your fruitless life as Giva's lapdog and come work for me. Who am I, you ask? Why, none other than the founder and proprietor of Agatbotha's apparel and accoutrements, Gridania's premier producer of leather goods. As a clever man like you has doubtless surprised, many of your more ambitious colleagues have already abandoned the Leatherworkers Guild to bring their prodigious talents to Agatbotha. Well, and why wouldn't they? Who wants to waste precious hours learning how to stitch the perfect seam when a serviceable one would suffice? Not I, that's for certain. Agatbotha's products are just as durable as Giva's outrated rubbish, crafted in half the time for a fraction of the cost. Should you have any doubts, I invite you to come by my expedition and judge for yourself. Such a shame that the Leatherworker Guild would be absent from the competition. I was so looking forward to defeating dear Giva this year. Ah well, for all of her faults, clearly the woman has a sense to see that she was fighting a lost cause. Ta-ta, friend. Remember my offer. You're back, Lions, and not a moment too soon. I just heard the most distressing rumor. Word about town is that a renowned leatherworker from across the realm are withdrawing from the expedition at an alarming rate. Should this continue, Agatbotha will have a clear course to win top honors. Curses, it pains me enough that I cannot represent our guild in the contest. But the thought of those talentless hacks would claim the prize that is rightfully ours? What's that? The Earl of Agatbotha was the client who commissioned that choker. If I'd known I'd delivered it in person and taken the payment out of his lousy hide. Oh yes, the two of us go back quite a ways. He was an adventurer and aspiring leatherworker, not unlike you, Lions. Had a bit of a falling out, though. Remember like it was yesterday. He strolled through the door wearing a shit-eating grin and holding a jerkin that looked like it had just come out of the wrong end of an outgoat. I told him as much, and the next moment he ran back out the door, bawling like a child. It was the last I saw of him. His sorry efforts weren't worth the hides they were made from, and now he fancied himself a fashion magnate. Small wonder that Agatbotha's attire looked like something even a kobold would be ashamed to wear. Sensitive affairs is that all customers are so discerning. What's worse, if Agatbotha takes top honors of the expedition, then their wasteful practices will be vindicated. Slipshod craftsmanship and butchery will become the norm. I will not allow this to happen. Lions, listen carefully, for I mean to give you the most challenging task ever, if not... you are to represent the Leatherworkers Guild expedition and put that charlatan in his place. A raptor skin jerkin of peerless quality, melded with the gathers grass materia of a 3rd grade. That will be your submission. No simple task, but as one who's taken his lumps and paid his dues, I believe you'll have it in you. The expedition is to be held in Menthkitho Amphitheater. A stain has been charged with accepting submissions. Once your work is complete, deliver it to all speed. Okay. So let's check the market for what we're gonna need. It was raptor skin... jerkin. Okay, this one. I need boar leather, raptor leather, undying felt, and electrum ingot. And some of those have to at least be high quality. Yeah, no. Okay. I can't. I don't have the money for it. I'll have to wait. So let's go over to Monk real quick. We'll do that later. Who's he again? I think he's in the Goldsmithing Guild. Yep, there it is. Let's see. This will give me 5-point Fury, attacks the deliverance of 120 to all. Can be executed in Raptor form, grants Discipled Fist, increases damage dealt. Okay. Sure. You two played me for a fool. The data that simpleton monk brought me was absolutely astonishing, groundbreaking, revolutionary, yet I remained objective in my analysis, as a scholar must. Poring over the data, I arrived at a disheartening conclusion. The two of you took measurements of the same area. The values were near identical, equivalently mocking me as I struggled to reconcile them. I can neither sleep nor eat lest I waste time not drawing nearer the truth. For what? Tell me, what were you two doing in the field? Not this bloody chakra nonsense again. How many times must I tell you? It is not but an imperceptible aether. Call it what it is. And to think I had minded to put your names in their mind when my hypothesis was published. This life force, this spiritual energy, this god-forsaken eternal soul essence, I care not what primitive nomenclature those backward monks wish to assign it. It's ether, plain and simple. They claim they are able to manipulate and amplify it through discipline and the opening of so-called chakra. False. This is nothing more than the etherical regulations of an organism, the basic and most natural concept. In an attempt to explain that which science does not yet fully understand, the monks have erected an institution of control. The preachings are unassailable by design, for none can disprove the existence of the unknown. They promise power in return for abjection and servitude, control and power indeed. Only that of man. It is the very essence of a religion. It should be treated with contempt, as all religions should. Aether resides in all living beings, as do natural mechanisms with the capacity to regulate it. It is simply life, not some mystical supernatural endowment. I concede, of course, that a heightened mental faculties of a man allowed for the potential to gain conscious control over those mechanisms. Indeed, it would appear that you and your simpleton monk have already achieved that end. This indiscretion and impertinence of youth, I suppose it could be forgiven. Once, in my own youth, I was not the model of perfection you see before you. I too have made that some might call mistakes. Not myself, but some. In our talks together, the simpleton monk often spoke of the seventh chakra. Its awakening is thought to be the highest achievement amongst monkhood. I made it a habit to know the tenets of my intellectual enemies. It was the flow of aether within two of you which betrayed your falsehood, the whisperings of your chakra, as I'm sure the monk would wish to call it. But serendipity most often visits the industrious. Just so, it is precisely these etherical whispers that proved to be most intriguing. The waves of these sounds resonated perfectly with the aether of the battleground. I can see by your vapid expression that you're missing my point. Allow me to spell it out. It follows that if one were to visit a battlefield with a certain etherical wave aptitude and frequency, it should resonate with one's own aether. This is the phenomenon responsible for the initial opening of your own chakra. I cannot believe I'm reducing to speaking in these terms. It stands to reason that any etherical wave may be a location that would resonate with it. Think of the implications, Lime. If the Shevan Chakra the monk speaks it truly exists, and so too must be the ultimate battlefield bound with it. The concentration of ether in which the place would be unlike anything ever recorded. I'll forgive your past treachery, guide me as it did this great discovery, that and I need you to do more work for me. Here, take this new athometer. Mark for a lark's call on Eastern Shroud. My research indicates it's very promising tact indeed. Set the athometer, as you have the others in the past, and kill whatever you need. You must to obtain a strong reading. Slaying beasts there will release the aether of the land that they are steeped in, and it may then resonate with your own. I suppose that in primitive terms of the monkhood, that would translate to the expansion of your chakra. Oh, and you'll not be crossing paths with that simpleton monk this time. I'll be sending him to take the readings of the East End. I have no intentions of allowing the two of you conspire to impede my research again. If you care to know more about the events that have transpired in Lark's Call, I suggest you pay a visit to the local library. East End, on the other hand, is a fascinating subject which I've never tired of speaking. Ask me about it any time if curiosity ever gets the better of you. Alright, so we have that now. Okay, so that should be my next AoE ability, which is great. So I'll have 3 kind of rotations. Are we already done? Are we not gonna have to do the grab the armor? Very much look forward to the readings of both you and Widdigelt's odometers. What's this? You've already finished. What are you standing there talking for? Come give me the odometer. Amazing, simply amazing. In your soul crystal? It's glowing more vibrantly than ever before, is it not? I'll bring my analysis with the data with all haste. You've come to be quite a model pupil, Lions. Would that I could say the same to that monk simpleton. I see the feeble gears turning in your mind. Come, there is no need to feel ashamed by your ignorance. If you wish to know what has transpired, you need only ask. I promise to use small words. Okay, so this one should be wrapped into coral form, can only be executed in coral form, so yep, this is another. So Discipled Fist, is that the same thing? So, okay. It gives us the same buff as this one up here. But it's just mainly AoE. Alright. The Simpleton Monk asked me that I send you his way as should I see you. He waits for you in Little Alamigo in Southern Thanolin. Surely you see Windigelt for the danger that he is. He's the most dangerous type of mind, one blind of revolution and revenge. I do wish you'd tell him yourself that the people should live for the future rather than the past. You thought I did not know that he was an Alamigan resistance? How saddening that it is of the rare occasions you do trouble yourself to think you are wrong. Of course I know. What matter of imbecile do you take me for? No doubt Windigelt thinks me for an idiot. False. These two eyes see far more than you know. I too am an Alamigan, and I love my homeland with every bit as much as he. Go now, hurry to Little Alamigo. I shall keep you no longer. No doubt Windigelt is already awaiting your arrival. Alright, so... travel here now. Where am I going? I'm stupid. Okay, we gotta head over here. You spoke to Eric. Do not lie to me, brother. He told you who I am and what I seek to do. I'm not angered. He tried to sway me from my path. He believes resistance will only leave more dead. I expect as much from him. I feigned understanding. He asked much of me. Of the monkhood and the fist. He asked me of the 7 chakra. My answer excited him. He said that he would advance his studies. I too learned from him. I am nearer the 7th chakra now. Soon the resistance will rise, and you too will see, very soon. Others do not understand. Alamigo tried to protect them. We were the shield of the realm. We bled to fend off Garlemald. Now none here know of our suffering. None here can imagine it. The lives we led after the fall, after the shield was sundered. I have traveled far and wide. I have met many souls, but none are as you. You have a gift. Yours is a great strength. United to ours, brother. Help us reclaim our throne. Your efforts will be rewarded. Look upon my garments. They are the war garb of the monkhood. It attunes to the wearer's chakra, enables it to realize its fullest expression. The cloth is imbued with the high power of Ralgar. Only monks of his fist may don it. Only those who overcome many trials. I will tell you how to be yours. Fear not. I require you to speak no vows. I only ask that you fight with us. Give yourself to our cause. You long for adventure, I understand. But such longings can wait. This cannot. See Alamiga free. Enjoy your own freedoms. What say you, brother? You have the heart of a true monk. You are different from the others in this realm. Hear this. A set of the war guard was stolen. The Fist was tracked to bandits, and we know not where 3 of the relics are. Here in southern Danalan, the sepulchre in the Circle of the Tempered, and in northern Danalan, the abandoned Amalgina Mithril mine. Your soul crystal will react with the relics. Draw near them, and they will glow by the power you can find them. The Fist's honor have been trampled upon. Make the heretics you find pay for their sins. Eric has sold his soul to this land, but he is a knowledgeable man. He knows more than I of the monkhood and of the Fist. Speak with him if you would know more of our way. The man revels in hearing us speak. I wait the day we fight side by side, brother. Go now, and go well. Alright, so now this should give us a few pieces of armor.
Abusive.
Yep, totally abusive.
Abusive.
Okay, so now we have the second piece. Nice. And then the other one is over in Blue Fog. So head over there. Don't mind me, just gonna sneak up behind you and take this box. Okay, thank you. You've returned. The first 3 relics are yours. The fifth is located the 4th. There's a Kikuran merchant who deals in contraband. The 4th relic is among his wares. Hurry down to Lower Lostancia, find this Kikuran, and take back the witch which is yours by right. I'm just traveling all over the goddamn place, aren't I? I thought at some point I would actually get back to doing, what we were doing for the story, but... Again, I just get easily distracted by so much other stuff. Stinky Makote, come to stop Kikaroon's business. Come and take shinies. Kill him the Stinky. Don't kill Kikaroon. Please, please don't kill. Take back Monk Circle. Take and spare. Yeah, I should still kill you, but it's okay. We gotta go back to Windigeld. Fourth relic is now yours. You've done well, brother. But know this, there is another relic, a fifth and final piece. It will be yours, a gift from brother to brother, given on the day Alamiga stands free once more. That day is near. Eric sent word not long ago. He claims his revolution has begun as well. He has made a grand discovery, and one that is, he is now setting to paper. I look forward to his work. With it, we will know all we must. The day that he finishes will be the day Alamigo is reborn. Return to him now, brother. Ask for yourself when the day will be. May Ralgar watch over you.
She be having a rough fight, Christopher.
You're breathing a little heavier there.
Having a little bit of a tough time with this one.
Why are you having a I thought you were a master at that game.
I'm a master, but I have a hard and sometimes I get cocky.
Not you know.
Right?
I'm afraid I haven't time for you now, Lions. I'm penning my thesis based on the theoretical data you and the Simpleton collected. There have been significant developments since last we spoke. Or rather, since last I spoke with you, and you stood before me with an ever-vapid expression. Soon I will complete my work and present it at a conference for all my peers. Sure, you can pass the time until then by punching and kicking and pursuing other monthly interests, yes? Go do that then. Alright, and so... Next is just a level 51. Grants 3 stacks of perfect balance. Each stack that allows the execution of a weapon skill that requires a certain form without being in that form. Interesting. Sure, quite why we might need that. Okay, I think we're good now. Yeah, I can't do the leatherwork one because it's going to be way too much money. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with... Should I do this one real quick? Yeah, probably. Let's see where it leads. This gives us Blood of the Dragon, increased potency of jump to 320 and split. Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. I think the Fury you are here, but moments ago we received word that Gallery's horde is advancing on Ishgard. And as we speak, Hostilines prepared to go and meet them in the field. Alas, most of the dragoons absent are on another mission. I fear she solely wants for lances. Have you lent her hers, Lion? Or lent her yours, Lion? Please make haste to the congregation and join her. Wait, isn't my jump already 320? Or am I dumb? I'm sorry, am I reading that wrong? Increases potency of jump to 320. And split spine shatter dive by 250, but I already have that. I'm confused. Okay, that weapon's actually pretty cool. Lions, you've come to aid us. This improves our chances tenfold. Allow me to thank you as well, Master Lions. I am but a worried father, and it gives me heart to know that Azor Dragoon shall fight beside my daughter. Though my training is far from over, the situation will brook no delay. Let's head off Galley and his horde before they reach the populated area. It shall be my honor to fight shoulder to shoulder with you. The experience alone will teach me much. Of that I have little doubt. I promise you that you will be careful, Hostine. Take no unnecessary risks. Do you understand me? Remember, the dead cannot serve their nation, and what Ishgard needs above all else are brave souls like you to protect her. Worry not, father. I swear I will return to you. See what you do, my child. Before you go, there is something I wish you to have. The lance, Peregrine. It is yours now. Why, this lance was bestowed upon your forebear by the Archbishop himself. I am no child of yours, that you would entrust me with the family treasure. I will not betray your faith in me, father. With this lance I shall strike down Galley and protect Ishgard. Hostine, it is time. It's been a while, my friend. I had the honor of overseeing your training when you were but a fledgling dragoon. I should be honored to fight beside you. Comrades, at last report, Galley and his horde have gained the Western Highlands. We shall lie in wait for them in the pike, with me. It's weird when they're in sync like that.
A little much, I saw that too. I mean, well done, I guess.
Master Lyons, may I have a moment? Each time I see my daughter off on a mission, we dance the self-same dance. I tell her to be careful and she promised to do so, but I know her all too well. Hostine burns to distinguish herself in battle, and she might repay me and my lady wife a perceived debt. I fear that one day that desire will cloud her judgment and she will not come home. So I beg you, pray watch over my daughter. Okay, where is the pike? I'm not exactly sure where that is. Okay, so it's still in Falcon's Nest, which we have fully explored. Already we've suffered heavy losses, but this was the first wave. Then come, brace yourself. Okay, let's see if there's any special instructions. You can die already. Thank you. Okay, that's a lot of dragons. was the last of them. The galley is nowhere to be seen. Were the reports mistaken? Such a price we have paid, only for our query to elude us. So you finally show yourself. Well, she's gone forever.
Okay, bye.
What is she? Hostine, no. By the Fury, this is a disaster. I don't know how to say this, but Hostine, strong as she is, she could not have survived that. Here, I discovered this in the aftermath. It is a fragment of her armor. It must have broken off during the battle. Pray suit to her father's hands. Knowing him, he'll be at the congregation, awaiting his daughter's return. Hey, you know how we said we would watch over or you asked us to watch over your daughter?
Whoopsies!
Here you go.
You don't know that. Why?
It's Alliance. What has happened? Where is my daughter? Don't worry about it. She's fine.
She's going on.
A scrap. A piece of her armor? But why bring it to me? Oh, no. I refuse to believe that Hostine is gone. It's too early to know for certain. Tell me everything that happened. Everything. So she leapt upon the dragon, piercing its hide, after which the creature carried her westward. If none saw her fall, it means she may have managed to safely dismount. There's hope still. If Hostine is out there, I shall not rest until I find her, Alliance. I trust I can rely upon your aid. Speak further at the observatorium. I don't think this guy has moved since the last I was here. Without further ado, let us consider a course of action. As Montegreen stares a hope, if Hostine has not shaken off Galley's back, there's a chance that she may yet lives. She would have ridden the dragon until such time as she saw an opportunity to dismount. The question is where? The worst person outcome is that she's taken deep into the dragon's rude lands, far away from her allies. I pray this is not so. We must be prepared for anything. Hostine is one of our very best, and Ishgard can ill afford to lose her. For the nation's sake, and that of her father, let us find her and bring her home. I will track Galley's movements in order to ascertain Hostine's location. Like as not, the search will take us into the heart of enemy territory. Pray keep your lance arm honed, as we shall soon have need of it. Okay, now we got Blood of the Dragon, which is supposed to increase our jump. Wait, I don't really understand because it seems like we already had that. Whatever. Next one will give us Fang and Claw, delivers an attack of potency of 260. When 300 when executed from a target's flank, can only be executed under the effect of Fang and Claw Bard, granted by full thrust. Okay. So now we go to Tail Feather. How are you and that wily Makote faring? You don't say. Huntaz actually bagged a bird. I've seen a hunter get a chocobo on the first outing. I guess that's what they say about Makote are true. Can't leave you the unsung hero without a bit of praise either. Things going this well, then they may not even need to find a partner. Okay, is any of this for us? I got some boots. So we'll go ahead and take. Word of Kentana's catch has been spreading around Tailfeather. Some say it's beginner's luck, but few have expressed interest in joining with her to see a Makote hunt for themselves. I've taken the liberty of finding one I think might make a good match. He's a fresh arrived hunter that goes by the name of Geisel. I think he should have a little trial hunt to see if he and our budding prodigy get along. Of course, I wouldn't be fool enough to let the two greenhorns go on a hunt unsupervised. That's why I need you to look after him. How about it? Are you keen to go hunting with her again? With any luck, she'll be off having adventures of her own in no time at all. You know, I've seen her leave the encampment just a couple bells ago, off to the southeast. If you can find her, tell her to return to camp so we can get the introduction started. Oh, back already, are we? And met the Nath, did you? And what was it like you liked to... Some of the primal, you say? Seven hells. Well, I don't know bugger all about Nath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trading habits, there was never seen much point in asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time we barter with a small hive to the north and west of here, outcasts from the main tribe, from what I understand. I reckon they'd be willing to tell you a bit about themselves, if you give them the right incentives. It sounds promising, and what exactly would a Nath consider to be the right incentives? Nothing your average hunter couldn't scrounge up in a day or two, but seeing as you're in a hurry, you may want to divide the chores amongst yourselves. You want a good-sized jar of landtrap nectar, a basket of psyllium true fruit, and always a Nath's favorite, a generous portion of young Naka flesh. I shall gather the fruit, leaping to the lower branches of those forest giants shall present little challenge to me. And I shall collect the nectar, with Master Alphinode's arcane assistance. And that leaves you to bring home the meat. You'll need to carve it up from the smaller Nakas that live in the rivers. 3 big chunks should be enough, I reckon. Once you've got everything together, you'll need to set down at where we call the trading post. Here, I'll mark the spot on the map for you. You have been most kind, Master Marichamp. Well then, let us attend to our respective tasks and reconvene at the trading post. However, they need to add the last one there as a rotten Naka egg. Okay, so first things first, we'll go ahead and meet up with the Makote Hunter. I don't think there's any other quests in the area. Nope, doesn't look like it. So do that one first. Come on, get up there. Get up there. Oh my god, get the hell up there. Thank you. Jeez. Oh, partner, what brings you up? You know what? I was talking, Chocobo. Oh, partner, what brings you all the way out here? Any Chocobo sightings I should know about? Yeah, there's one right there. You mean Leopard found me a real partner? Wonder what kind of bow they use. Well, best head back to Tailfeather to start my hunting career. And that's quite a bit of experience. Now everyone's here, how about we all play nice and introduce ourselves? Guys, so shy bloke, why don't you try striking up the conversation? Well met, I'm Geisel, like the Geisel, like the Geisel Green. I came to Tailfeather in hope of making my fortune, but I didn't expect dragoons and bandersnatches. But I don't plan on going home empty-handed. With Quainto as my partner, we'll catch a chocobo with those snobbyish guardians groveling at our feet, right? Just when I thought I found a partner, say Lions, how about we lending us a hand just one more time? I think someone might need it. That's what I wanted to hear. There might be hope for us after all. While some other hunters were cowering in their small clothes, I scouted a few places that were chock full of chocobos. Set up a few traps in the northwest of here. Scout our respective areas and we'll meet back here to share our findings. Remember, slow hunter is a poor hunter. How much? This is level 52, so yeah. Alright. This one also kind of gives a little bit some decent experience too, but I'm also going to take the money because I desperately need some. So we should be coming up on the traps, and while I'm here, I might as well grab the Nakas as well. We just need one more of those. You're back. So how many chocobos did we catch? My story's the same. I guess a hunt can't succeed every time. Anyway, where in the seven hills is Geisel? I reckon he saw some dragons and ran off. Well, it's not as if we can wait here till the end next extra era, because I didn't look the type who could defend himself. The last thing I need is some rookie's blood on my hands. Let's go look for him, Lions, before the Bandersnatch gobbles him up. He should have just been east of the encampment. God damn it, how hard is it to find a reliable hunter in a hunter's camp? Don't tell me he's up there. Fuck. God damn it! I hate not being able to fly. Okay, so it's on this. It's on this level. There they are. Really? Can you not? Quanta, look at this. It's a chocobo hatchling. I wonder where its mother is. Have you seen anything like it? Quanta, your instincts are right. You really are a born hunter. Let's take this back to Tailfeather and show Lopard. What? That's just a hatchling. You can't expect to make any gil with that. Leave it here. But this one was separated from its mother. It's born to starve or get eaten if we leave it here. That's why we have to care for it until it grows as hale as an Ishgarn's mightiest steeds. I think hunting might not be in my nature. My mind is made up. I'll work in the stables where I'll raise this hatchling. And I have your hunting instincts to thank me for seeing my path, Quenta. Well, I've never been one to tell another how to live. Hope you're better at raising chocobos than you are at hunting them. Well, I guess it's time to get back to Tailfeather. Basil, I'll go with you to make sure that you don't fall prey to any beasts along the way. Oh, it's actually kind of cute. All right, let's go turn that in. Basil told me that he wants to raise juggos now. It's not too bad hunting ain't his calling, but everyone here is free to make their own choices. Now about the hatchling he brought along. Generally, we don't allow hunters to take eggs or chicks, since if we did, pretty soon the forest would be nothing but bandersnatches and dragons. But it looks like this one lost its mother, and Basil seems rather adamant about raising it himself. So I think I can make an exception this time. Thank you, Leopard. Quenta Lions, if not for you, my true calling would still be a mystery. Though short, I'm grateful for our time together. Well, it looks like Quentel's gonna have to wait a bit longer for her partner. I'll keep asking around. Okay, so we're just take the money. This will give us a helmet. Okay. You're both here right in time. I have to make the acquaintance of another hunter that's looking for a partner and took the liberty of putting Quenta's name forward. His name is Baracoin, and though he's been here for a short while, he's built quite a reputation for himself. Should be over near the storehouse. Why don't you go ahead and make your acquaintances? Finally, someone worth hunting with. Let's not waste any time. I can't say this, Quenta, but something about this hunter has me feeling uneasy. Look after the two of them and make sure nothing goes amiss. I've almost been going for 3 hours and I feel like I've gotten nothing fucking done. Okay, that's fine. I guess that's the nature of MMOs. So where am I meeting this guy at? He should be around here somewhere. What do you want? Partner. I remember that fool Leopard was going on about something like that. So you're the green horde he'd sent along. Now over here, Quenta's the name, and I may have you know I've already caught one chocobo, so I'm hardly new at this. Leopard has some nerve sending an untrained child. Can you even knock out that bow? Barrow, prove yourself in the hunt, and maybe I'll let you carry the chocobo back. Maybe the northwest camp. You do know where that is, yes? Who does he think he is? I'm a hunter, not some craven child. See who catches a chocobo. Can I actually leave throughout? It looks like I might be able to. Hey, it doesn't block me. Great. You sure talk big, but I don't see him anywhere. Some hunter. If you spy any traces of him, you bastard! Fucking suck. You sure talk big, but I don't see him anywhere. Some hunter. If you spy any traces of him, let me know. Jeez, how far away is he? Don't tell me you sent this to the wrong one. Oh, it's you. So you do for your searching for her, too. Was that? As you can see, I had good reason to delay my arrival. A hunter would keep his own mother waiting if it caught prey in his sights. I felled this chocobo with a single arrow, and what's more, there's a bountiful nest of eggs as well. With one arrow, my fortune grows. You can tell that little girl this is what real hunting is. I'll take my catch back to Tailfeather, alone. But you found him, and he killed a chocobo. He even took the eggs? You don't mean to say he killed a brooding chocobo. The part will want to hear about this. I'll hurry back to Tailfeather. So we should be able to just follow the river back into town and turn that in. Shit, I actually don't know how much longer I'll be able to go. I was hoping to do more story today, but I don't know, I got distracted with other shit. But it's fine. But it's told me everything. It's a bloody mess of a story. You killed a defenseless chocobo while she was counting her eggs. You have no right to be among us hunters. Child dared to lecture me on hunting. That bird was just sitting on eggs that's mine by rights. Baracoing. I didn't get the words to express my disgust. Can't stop you from hunting how you like, but you'll no longer be welcome at Tailfeather. What? You're gonna exile a hunter for hunting? Who gives a damn about what Cherubble goes laying its ass? All hunters know the rules of camp, and you ain't got the privilege to be excluded from them. Leave Tailfeather with the next bell, or you'll be liable to be hunted yourself. You... What kind of piss-poor hunters are you? A golden choke will be sitting on your lap, and all you do is coddle it. I don't need the likes of you anyways. Apologies, Lions. I should have known his sort the moment he came strutting into camp. Well, looks like we're back on the hunt for a partner. Third arrow strikes true, as they say. Okay, we'll go ahead and equip that. I know we've had our troubles with the past couple of hunters I've introduced Quanta to. Might be time to go about this partner business a different way. Might be best to introduce her to someone who already knows his way around a choco trap. Just so happens I know a seasoned hunter by the name of Hud that's looking for a partner. Should be able to find him in the northern part of camp. Seek him out and make your acquaintances. A seasoned hunter? So you won't weigh me down like the others? This might be the start of a profitable relationship. Lions, I'm gonna need you to look after Quanta again. Huddle's known to be a dependable hunter, but he can never be too careful. What's that?
You want me to try order some pizza?
Yeah, we can order. What time do you want to order?
We can do it now. It'll probably take about less than an hour. We should get here.
Yeah, we can do that, and I'll end the stream, and we'll have some pizza. Okay, that sounds good. And then
You sort of can get into it, but it's just
oh, okay, let me go check. Oh, the dog comes nipping at her heels. I'll tell you what I told her. I've been hunting since before you were but a whelp of your mom's teat. I've got no inkling what Leopard told you, but I've got no patience to be holding some child's hand. Tell Leopard he best not waste my time again when there's hunting to be done. Does every hunter in the camp have a stick up their ass? Better let me get a word in. Apparently, he's exactly the kind of partner I need. If I'm going to learn hunting, who better to teach me than him? There has to be some way to convince him. We just need to put our heads together. Even a hardened hunter like him has to have a soft spot. Can't be that joyless every second of the day. He's been in this camp for a while, right? Someone is like to know him well. Might be that they know how he can get him to warm up to me. Come on, Lions. Let's ask around and see if we can't find out more about my future partner. Hud ain't exactly the type to warm up to people. He certainly hasn't warmed up to me. You want to know about Hud? Well, seems like some ruins he visits often, but I've got no notion what for. Can't say I know much about Hud outside of hunting. Well, come to think of it, I often see him carrying around flowers. They're always the same, geranium and lilies if I'm not mistaken. So, what do the other hunters have to say about Hud? Geranium and lilies. I just knew he had some weakness if we dug deep enough, although I would have never guessed it'd be flowers. When I present him the lovely Geranium lily, he's sure to open up to me. I've heard that the lily is growing near the northeast camp. Just wait, Hud. You'll be my partner yet. Okay, it's not too far away. Oh, come on. I just gotta be on the other side. Look, Lions, a Geranium lily. I would pick it myself, but you see, I'm like to forget my own strength and crush it. So that's why you need to pick the lily for me. And for Hud. Be careful. Oh my, I've never seen such a delicate flower. You make quite the gatherer. Well, let's see it. Now I see why even a hunter like Hud would be partial to this flower. Lions, accompany me to Tailfeather, so we may finally be done with this partner business. just gonna teleport back. Just fuck. I've been walking back and forth way too much. I brought this for you. Well, aren't you that... What's this? Giovanni and Lily? You could win me over with a flower? What in the seven hells were you thinking? I can pick as many of these damn lilies as I please on my own. Doesn't matter what you do, you aren't fit to be my partner. Being a hunter coddling a hatchling none too long ago, I reckon he'd be more befitting. What a stubborn old fools. Lovers usually never fail. I just have to think of some other way. I can't give up on Hud yet. He needs to be my partner. We can't give up. We need to find him. Lions, come with me and we can cover more ground. Don't get lost in the woods. I saw him head off to the northeast. Hurry up before we lose his trail. Oh, hi. Hey there, buddy.
I'm a twat.
Yeah, you are.
He's a twat. He did good on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Just on my shoulder. Mental stimulation. You're gonna get to the TV. Yes,
Okay, I'm trying to get a little bit more done, and then I'm gonna probably call it there so I can actually have some dinner. And then maybe place a little bit of Lobotomy Corporation later tonight. I'm gonna make a little bit more progress with that game, if I can even make more progress. I feel like I might have fucked up in that. Alright. How do I get up here again? I think I gotta go over here and then drop down. I just sworn that there were more Liliths here before. I think Hud might have picked them. Let's keep moving. Hey, isn't that him right there? Oh no, that's somebody else. I'm stupid. Petal from a Giovanni and Lily. We're getting close. I can sense it. Come on, lions. Lions, look. The fire's still smoking. He's not far now. Okay, but how do I get up there? It's a Giovanni and Lily. Why would he leave it here? You, what in the seven hells are you doing here? Well, I wanted to be your partner, so I may have stalked you. You managed to track me despite my efforts to hide my tracks. Impressive feat. Nevertheless, as I said before, you best give up your childish hopes. We will never hunt together. Won't be my partner, at least tell me why. Very well. Suppose you deserve that much. My last partner died in this very spot. It was a hunt routine as any other. I looked away from it for a second. I can't bear the loss such as that again. My next partner can't be someone who will die on me. But you still have a child. Well, have a child or no, dying ain't anywhere on my list of things to do. The forest is vast, and I mean to learn every ilm of it. But I want to learn from you. Is there something stuck betwixt your... the conviction in your eyes is plain to see, I admit. Lepard didn't say you were so damn stubborn. Conviction alone won't keep you alive in the wilds. A child like you won't last long, unless you're under my protection. I'll have you know, being my partner will take everything you got. Be ready to hunt at first light tomorrow. What? You mean... Don't make me repeat myself. We return the tail feather at once. Watch out for bandersnatches on your way back. Science. Any luck getting through the HUD? So about as good as an outcome as I could have hoped for. Looks like Quanta's got a bright future ahead of her. Perhaps HUD will be able to move on with this tragedy. Ever since his partner died, he's done nothing but wallow in misery. It should have been right shame if a hunter with his talent wasn't out there catching chocobos. Dare say that HUD's head-heartedness and Quanta's hunting instincts will make a perfect match. Look forward to seeing their partnership blossom. That, I believe we are done, and we can actually continue story. I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the Latin traps, though I would not have known how to harvest it without Yasule's help. Do you have the Naka meat? Splendid. I shall put this to Estinian's fruit and assemble a suitably generous-looking hamper for the Nath. Okay, this is a ring that's 125. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit better than what we currently have. Well, everything appears to be in order. Assuming no one has any objections to my choice of presentation, I shall place our offerings at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the Nath, I would think it'd be suitably impressed. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have sounded a signal or some such? Calm yourself, Master Alpha Node. Our offering has not gone unnoticed. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Only good bugs are dead bugs.
I would like to torture you.
Long has it been since hunters last came to trade, bearing gifts that filled air with delightful scents. Landtrap nectar, cereulum tree fruit, and naka flesh. What delectable food you brought for us. Our meager existence is much enriched by your bounty. Come, come, hunters, come to our hive we would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incenses keep the dragons at bay. Cramped, stifling, and horrible smelly. But better to live in stench than be cracked and crunched by dragon's jaw, yes? Come, come, it is not far. We are meeting the first beast tribe of Heavensward.
Hey, more beast tribes?
Yeah, more beast tribes. Oh, now there's more How is there more quests? I thought I was... Oh, you suck, game. Yeah, each expansion has their own beast tribes that we have to do reputation quests for. Hey, but at least these guys aren't that bad. They talk normal compared to, like, everything else. Your presence has been announced by the storyteller. You must speak with our chosen leader in words, for we are Nath, and we are non-mind. Welcome to our hive, hunters. You have brought delicacies much sought by our people, and we are much pleased. What would you have in return? Honored elder, pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home, and for accepting our humble offerings. My companions and I are in search of knowledge, specifically knowledge of your people's god. Knowledge alone? What strange hunters you are, but if it is words you desire, then words you shall have. We are the Vath, the non-mind, and speak is our fate. You hear the tale of Nath God, of the god, the One Mind summoned into our midst. The One Mind, these are the Nath who reside in the main colony. Yes, they are one, connected. Let's begin the story at the beginning. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the east. Bleeding and weak, it fell from the sky and into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren, and with spear and spell and musket the dragon was slain. It was likely one that had fled battle with my kinsmen. I'd commend you for finishing the job. Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The One Mind would always cower when the winged shadows passed over the ground, but no longer. They had learned that a battle-weary Dravanian was easy prey. Thus did the One Mind decide to heed the words of the Black Road Men. The One Mind would call forth our god and unleash his blades upon the dragons. Dravanian lands would become Nath lands, and even larger would grow our domain. But our god's ever hungers. The price he demands in crystals far exceeds the reward for this war. We of the Vath despise and revile his insatiable existence. Oh no, and now there's more quests over here too. Oh no.
How's story going?
You know, there's this war that's about to kick off. The dragons have been very patient with us as we've gone about and helping every minor problem that the world has.
So, yeah, I think he's doing. Looks like he's slaughtering bunnies.
Greetings, hunter. Does the hunt go well? There is much delicious meat nearby. There is much delicious fruit nearby. We rarely want for food. What we want is shelter. Building materials is one thing we cannot hunt. We have no materials. We cannot repair our homes. We cannot build new structures. Please fetch us some Dravanian clay. We need Dravanian clay to repair our homes. There is much Dravanian clay to the Nath hive. Fetch some there. 2 boxes worth should be enough. Though we hear not each other's thoughts, generous hunter, we somehow know we need help. Our weapon stocks are wanting. We need more. I'd make a request for you. Please bring us muskets with which to defend ourselves. You can take them from the Nath nearby. 2 would be sufficient. Okay, that's easy enough. Fruit, delicious fruit. The mere thought of it makes our mandibles itch. Do you know the high ground near Mare's Oath? A great tree grows there, and its fruit is delicious. The ripest fruit falls to the ground, ready to be eaten. Please fetch 3 of these fruits. Why do we love that fruit so much? Okay. Generous Hunter, we would like to ask of you something. It is not difficult work. We need Naka eggs, 5 delicious Naka eggs. Slay a Nikki Naka and harvest its delicious eggs for us. We wonder why would you ever tire those Naka eggs? Okay, so they're basically just criticizing each other's food. I call upon the power of a primal for greater good, conscious of all while I was doing it at grave cost to the land. I realized I reasoned that it was a necessary evil, and willingly shouldered the burden of my sin. And suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you might argue that I presume too much. But you also surely see that I am aware of the multitude of my transgressions. Not so for the Nath. They summon their deity with no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. To a sign of the Seventh Dawn, one sworn to eliminate the primal threat, and the distinction you draw seems questionable at best, but the fact remains that my grown grandfather risked everything, unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your actions, I at least understand them. Not so the Nath. You see, as you so rightly put it, they see not but territorial gain. I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. The longer this primal is suffered to exist, the greater the suffering it will cause. It must be destroyed. How lightly you propose the destruction of a god, Master Alpha Note. A being of whom we know not. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the warrior alight to his death? No, You have the right of it, Estinian. 'Twould seem it is I who am guilty of presuming too much. Pray forgive me, Lions. I do not fear my duty. Wait, Lions need not face this foe alone. Like him, I am blessed with the Echo's protection, and may do battle without fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. Do you truly imagine yourself a second warrior of light? Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters. We know not where this god resides and how to challenge it, unless you mean to pray until it appears. Sidian makes a valid point. Let us speak to the Vath and learn how best to secure an audience with the deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. Okay, we will do the main story later. We got more quests to do, which is always fun. Alright. And then we gotta loop back around here and grab that stuff. Okay, we might want to wait on those ones, because the main story should lead us over there eventually. You come at the perfect time. I designed a new trap to be snared even the cleverest of chocobos. Need someone to help me to the final step. You know the cave south of here? Rare growing mushroom called lampshades grow there, and they're essential to my trap. Could you fetch me one while I work on the finishing touches? Okay, that shouldn't be too difficult. Alliance, just the lot I was looking for. Slugs take it to infesting the surrounding woods, and I need your help getting rid of them. I've already got some of the people on the job, but the slimy buggers multiply faster than they can kill them. At the moment, we're short on hands in the South Chocobo Forest. Go there as quick as you can and use the solution to lure the slugs out. I reckon you know what to do after that. Okay, so these are pretty much in the same area. See how long it would take?
45 minutes.
Okay. So that should be everything I need. Go back, turn those in, and then we're gonna head back to the bath, or whatever they're called. There you are. Do you have the mushroom? Yep, there you go. The glow is unmistakable. I have but to chop it up and mix it into some geisha greens. And with that, the bait is ready. Thing is, you're already here. May I ask you one more favor? A short distance upstream, you'll find a bed of straw. You need to put these special gizzard greens on top of it. Took care of the slugs, did you? My thanks, friend. I shudder to think what might have happened if they'd gotten out of control. If the forest dies, the chocobos will stop coming here. Needless to say, that's bad news for us. Protecting the forest will keep the birds happy, which in turn makes us happy. Mutually beneficial relationship, no? What? What's the solution made of, you ask? Well, the main ingredients, chocobo... Actually, never mind. Some things are best left unknown. Oh my god, there's even more quests! What the hell? There. Can't catch a break in this game. Okay, so what do you want? Have you been upstream of the Wilhelm River yet? Used to be prime hunting grounds, that is, till the bears moved in. Used to be we would hide in the waterfall's basin and lie and wait until a chocobo came around for a drink. It was easy pickings it was, but the bears are making it difficult. Someone needs to send them runs so we can get back to hunting. You look capable enough. Send 4 down the bottom of the basin and I'll make it worth your while. Okay, we can do that real quick. so that's done. We'll go grab that one in a minute, but I want to grab this quest first. And then we'll loop back around and just like turn everything in. God, don't sneak up on me like that. Sorry, I've been a jumpy ever since the Bandersnatch howl startled me and I dropped my favorite bow in the river. I'm gonna go and retrieve my bow, but I dare not wander into the wilderness unarmed. There's so many dangerous things out there. So, but you look like a capable sort. Do you think you can go and find my weapon in my stead? With any luck, it might have just floated downstream a bit. You might get wet, but you could recover it, so you would have my gratitude. Okay, so your weapon is just downstream somewhere. Easy enough. Yeah, it's not too far away.
Yeah. Alright, thank you. No, thank you.
Bow should be here somewhere in this area somewhere. I should be waiting. Okay, we'll hand you the bow. You found my bow. Thank you so much. Now I can finally get back to hunting. Now the bowstring is damaged. To take it back to the bow, you're a tail feather. Okay. I'm gonna go turn this in real quick, and then that's gonna be the last thing I do, because food has arrived. I know, pizza. I know, you're excited for pizza. Give me a minute, please. Okay, I waited those bears regret getting in our way of our hunting now. Now let's let us restock our supplies and wait till it gets a little warmer, we can move back upstream. Okay. Yep. Who are those? And there's more quests. What the Why? Why is there more? Okay. Whatever, we'll do it next time. For now, I'm gonna call it there and go have myself some dinner. Because I need a break. Until next